It's certainly difficult that pornography is everywhere and men are struggling with it. To me, what's even more upsetting is that these men don't have enough fortitude and enough mental strength to wake up and say, I'm better than that. But it's the thing, right? So when you attack a man's mental fortitude on one issue, you attack it on all issues. How can you resist a slave mind if you have no physicality, you have no willpower, no ability to mentally resist anything? You're gonna end up eating the bugs and watching the porn and sitting in front of your computer. And that's what they want from the people. So the reason you're so addicted to porn is because everything else in your life is a failure. When men truly wake up and decide to be the best versions of themselves, they're hard to control because all these control mechanisms fall by the wayside. They're going to want to be brave. They're going to want to do the right thing, regardless of how dangerous it may be for their own personal circumstance. I stopped having any involvement with it 8 to 9 years ago. I had a company. I was fighting. On a side note, I actually want to make this clear. We talk about things people have done in the past for money. I beat people up for money. I ended up opening a webcam company where girls would talk to guys on the internet for money. The girls would sit there fully clothed or a bikini. Some of them would paint pictures. Some of them would sing songs. I helped the girls set up accounts. We worked together. I helped them become as popular. Everybody made money and everybody was happy. There's just a whole bunch of people who now think that they can take the moral high ground against me because I previously ran this company. The cop-out is these people who are addicted are always going to be addicted regardless of whether I did it or not. I actually think a lot of the insights I give, a lot of the things I tell the world about the mental health crisis, about men being so constantly lonely, about how important it is to build yourself into a high-value man, about how money alone is not enough. I think I learned a lot of important life lessons, and I do my best to try and pass them on to people. But if you're in a glass house, if you have ever signed up to an OnlyFans account, if you have Instagram, if you're following these models on Instagram who are showing their tits and ass all day, if you've watched porn, if you fancy or think some beautiful woman on a movie, if you're going to live in lust yourself, and you're funding this entire industry, you're downstream. I state this as a matter of almost fact. The level of forensic investigation my life has been submitted to. I'm not going to sit and pretend I'm sorry for something I'm not sorry for. I'm doing the best I can right now. I'm standing up here also, and I want to make this very clear. Like, I've not tried to avoid this judicial process. I'm standing here saying, if I've committed a crime, put me in jail.